Alright guys, welcome back as we're... Hey, where are you all at? Hello? There you are. Alright guys, welcome back as we go on down the road at half the speed we need. Welcome to T-Bone Southern Ride. If you're new here, come on in. Glad to have you, glad you're here. I'm T-Bone. I make motorcycle related content, really any kind of content. But welcome to the new view, guys. If you're seeing this video, then that means that you're there, I'm here, and I'm seeing how well this is going to work. The one thing that concerns me about you guys being there is how bad this FLT will rattle and jar and vibrate. So this may work, it may not. If it doesn't, you'll never know it anyway. Which that camera's supposed to have a stability setting on it, so we'll see. But hey guys, welcome in. Here we are, going down the road at half speed we need, with a new view for you guys. Now you get to see me a little bit. I got a new setup for the camcorder, or for this camera, so it can face back, so you guys aren't always looking at the same old stuff as we go down the road. You'll notice this wire, microphone wire, I can live with this, guys, because apparently GoPro is very prejudiced against Android. So the GoPro app is not compatible with my tablet. So I have to run dual microphones. I have to run the microphone for that camera and this camera. But you know what? It's a small price to pay to be able to shoot different kind of content and to bring you guys different kind of views. But I hope this works out. I think this is a very cool thing. I've seen a lot of other moto bloggers doing this very thing. Of course, that's my old camera from my other helmet. All the adapters and the microphone and everything. Just not tucked in well like it is inside this helmet here. But that's the view from that camera, guys. And of course, here's the regular view. This is the view you guys have come to know and love when you're riding with T-Bone down the road. Kind of give you an idea of what the setup looks like. And like I said, I can live with this wire. I mean, it's a small price to pay, seeing as how GoPro is prejudiced against Android. But it means I've got two different cameras going now. I can give you guys different shots. I wasn't sure if it was going to work out. I was hoping it was going to. But anyway, guys, a lot of stuff going on with T-Bone Southern Ride. I mean, we've expanded out, went live a couple of different times, got an Instagram now. You guys go check out our Instagram page if you haven't already. More or less, I'm just trying to push forward a little bit at a time and bring you guys good content. I mean, to me, that's kind of what it's all about, is bringing you guys the best kind of content that I can. And it's not really no work at all to flip from one camera to the other. They have a remote control that you can do that with, but the problem I'm having is being able to voice command both cameras at the exact same time. I'm sure there is a easy, simple, logical way to do it. I do not know what that simple, easy, logical way is, so I deal with the wire, but I'm still not hardwired onto the motorcycle, because when I pop off my face shield, everything's still attached to this face shield, so I'm still not hardwired to the bike, so it's not no real big deal for me. But I don't know if this is going to work out or not. Like I said, I see a little bit of vibration in that camera, and that's just the Harley Davidson, guys. It's going to vibrate. I may check the stability setting on that camera once I stop the bike, but we'll see. Like I said, if this footage ain't no good, you guys will never see it anyway. this is brand new, the first time I've ever actually did this with you guys right there. So we'll see how it works out. I've always wanted, since I started doing this and I started watching other content creators, I've always wanted to do this right here where you guys can look back at me just a little bit and we're not always stuck looking at the same thing. Because on some of these shorter rides, you guys, you're going to recognize the area so much that you might get bored of watching. But I know this camera here has a stability button on it. I think that one does too. We'll see how it looks. I'll double check it once I go to edit the video. I'll look at how it turns out. But just a lot of stuff going on, guys. We got tomorrow's episode of the Southern Ride will be out, which will be the Monday episode, which you guys will have already seen before you watch this video, I'm certain of that, which is going to be the Saga of the Tail of the Dragon. The Saga of the Dragon. Episode 1, it's a 2-episode series. Episode 1, like I said, will be out tomorrow. And yeah, just trying to make content and trying to do all of this in the midst of crappy weather, because in the midst of the crappy weather, you know, rain, it started raining last Wednesday and it really hasn't let up since it started. But at lower speeds, I went ahead and pulled you guys back up here until I could see what's going on with this camera down here. I knew there would be a little bit of vibration, and I don't think it'll be as bad on the other bikes, but I knew it was going to be bad on this old Tour Glide, this old Evo motor. This thing will vibrate your kidney loose if you ain't careful. But the inaugural run for this setup, there was no way I was going to do it on any other bike but the Tour Glide. And you know, if I have to change the setup just a little bit more to do it on the Tour Glide without getting so much vibration, and like I said, the bars just may vibrate too much for me to be able to do this, but if I have to change it, I will. It ain't no big deal. I can actually put something out here. It comes with like I've got a kit that came with like a suction cup, so I can kind of 3M that thing onto the fairing right there. And then you can just be looking straight on at me. Right here, that right there, you guys are kind of looking on at me at an angle. But we'll got to do just a couple errands, and then I'll see you guys back on the road in a minute. Alright guys, welcome back. Sorry about that. Had to make a little pit stop, put a little go-go juice in the Tour Glide. Last time I rode it, I brought it in nearly on empty. But yeah, guys, here we are. You see me, I see you. And kind of like just you and me are the only ones here riding down the road. You know, and that's kind of another thing I wanted to do in this video, guys, is just, you know, I see so many people out there getting caught up in what everybody else is doing, and that's a cool thing. You know, if you're watching YouTube content and you're watching moto vlogs, and, you know, you're getting ideas about how to do things, and that's kind of what this ideal where you guys are hit me before this ideal did. Because when I first had the ideal, it was about just trying to do an all-around view, but then I started watching the content where they were discussing things and talking about things. But you know, I get to thinking about that, and I think, you know, about people who always have a bad comment to say about something, or a bad remark to say about something. You know, that what I'm doing right here is not for everybody. Not everybody's going to want to watch this kind of stuff. Not everybody watches this kind of content, you know. I mean, if you're into motorcycling, just because you like motorcycles does not mean you're automatically going to want to do this kind of thing or watch this kind of thing. But, you know, if it's not for you, then just don't watch it. You know, I've heard other content creators, especially on YouTube, say, you know, they always get remarks about why don't they do this and why are they doing that. You know, don't leave a negative comment about something. If you don't like something, guys, don't watch it. You know, that's certainly a choice. We're not, you know, we don't have to be this cancel culture, that generation that's happening now, where if you don't like something, you've got to automatically try to start a riot and do everything within your power to shut it down. If you don't like it, don't watch it. Don't leave nasty comments, because a lot of the content creators on YouTube that I have found, you know, like I went live the other night, and I've said this in other videos, and I'll say this again, and I'm not going to put anybody on blast here, but a lot of the YouTube content, those guys are getting paid for that. They have Patreon accounts, or they have their PayPal account tied directly to their YouTube account, and you know, they have people who donate money each month to help them keep their channel going. I'm doing this all by myself. This is all me, scraping and saving, and people are donating stuff to me to help me out with it. People are giving me stuff. You know, a lot of those guys are driven just by the money. You know, they're out to get as many views and as many dollars off of those views that they can get. And hey, that's totally fine. I don't think I'll ever be big enough to warrant, you know, you got to have like 10K, 11K or whatever subscribers. You have to have so many likes per video to get it into the algorithm. And then it just starts turning into a lot of technical stuff, which to me, now this is just me, it turns into that technical stuff, and it takes the fun out of what you're doing, because then you become driven like a job. Instead of it being a hobby, it turns into a job. And sure, would it be nice to have somewhat for people to donate money once a month, 15, you know, $20, $10, $5, $1? Yeah, that's cool. I mean, but my biggest concern is with that, and it's what I've said to you guys in the past in my videos, is that once you do that, once you accept that money, then you kind of become, as a content creator, you kind of become beholden to the people that you're creating the content for, because they expect 2 videos a week or more. They expect, you know, 15, 20, 25 minute videos or more. And I'm, you know, maybe I want to just jump on there and do a 5-minute video sometime. You know, maybe I don't want to do a half-hour video every time I shoot content. But either way, the point is that I'm trying to make is that you become beholden to what's going on. You become beholden to who they are. You know, what they want. Then it's less about what you want, and it's 99% about what they want. And to me, that just kind of defeats the entire purpose of having a YouTube channel or a Facebook page. To me, I'm just out here doing this because I enjoy riding my motorcycle. I enjoy talking about stuff. I enjoy you guys being with me on my motorcycle. You know, if I don't put a video out every week, then I just don't. If I don't put one out every week, then one don't get put out every week. I mean, that's between me, the camera, and my motorcycle if I don't put out a video. But, you know, that's just kind of where I'm at with the whole thing. But I've seen people leave, they go watch a video on a YouTube content page, a creator's page, and they've always got some kind of negative comment to say, why would you do this? Why would you do that? You know, guys, don't. Really? I mean, don't. Just, you don't have to do that. You don't have to be that person. And in not being that person, I mean, you're putting out better mojo into the world, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But, you know, I don't know. This is pretty cool, you know. Maybe I won't always give you guys this view now that I've got that view set up, according to how it works out. You know, maybe when I'm just wanting to talk to you guys about a specific subject and I'm riding the road that you guys have seen a dozen times in a video, maybe we'll just go face to face on that camera. But, I like having the option. And I mean, I'm excited about this, guys. To me, this is pushing my content forward. It hopefully makes it better. I hope it makes it better. You know, I don't want to stay stale and get stagnated by the same old stuff, you know, all the time. But to me, this is a new step. This is something new for me to do with my page and with the content that I'm putting out. And I've always wanted to dual view, but like I said, you know, if you guys have been with me from the beginning, the new people watching won't know this, but it took me nearly 2 years to get to this point right here. You know, I just didn't have the money to go out and buy all this stuff I needed, and I was having to buy it one piece at a time, and a lot of stuff was given to me, like this Ulanzi case that this camera's in. This was given to me, and then I had to order this adapter right here, the TRS to TRRS adapter for the microphone, and you got to order this adapter. I mean, it was just stuff that I had to, you know, it just took time to get. So I'm very dedicated to what I'm doing here, because I know what I put into making this happen. And if you guys wasn't watching these videos, I mean, I would still do them and put them out there, even if I didn't get but 2 or 3 views. I mean, it's still, that means that there's 2 or 3 people that are dedicated to watching what I'm doing. But I get decent views. I mean, I don't get tens of thousands of views. Maybe someday I will. And sorry about switching around so much, guys, but I'm trying to figure out what my timing's going to be between the 2 cameras. Do I need to go 5 seconds or whatever? But this video may not be all that great, but I'll, you know, as long as you're not over there looking like you're in an earthquake, I will put the content out, because I think the candid content, the real content, makes the best content. But yeah, I mean, everything that I've gotten, I've had to scrape and work and save and buy one piece at a time, you know, which is why I'm a little bit more you know, I'm a little bit more reserved about when I ride and when I use the equipment, because I can't afford $300 just to run down to Walmart and buy a brand new camera every time one goes bad, or if I drop one, or if one gets wet in a rainstorm, which it looks like I'm riding into a rainstorm anyway. I might have to turn around. I'm hopefully going to make the full circle back to my place, but if not, I'll turn around and go back the other way. But I'm tired of the weather. I'm tired of the rain. But yeah, I mean, you know what, the kind of the future of the channel, the future to me is more of this, more of being able to see an ideal and go forward with it. And I've been noticing a lot of the content creators have now went to the GoPro 360, which I think is a cool camera, but really I can get the same effect with that camera and this camera as they're getting with one that shoots everything 360, because, you know, you may not want to look at a rounded off world every time that you're looking at a camera. But again, it's just something new for me, and it's something new for you guys, and it's something new for me to introduce to you guys on the channel. And of course, like I said, there was no other bike other than the old Midnight Express that I could think of to get on here and put this content together and bring it to you. It had to be on the Midnight Express first, because the very first moto vlog I ever made was on this bike. And guys, I'll tell you, man, we're coming up on 2 years of T-Bone's Tender Moments, and we'll be coming up on a year of T-Bone's Southern Ride before long. I mean, time has flown by, and I think I've already shot something. I'm either in the late 30s or the get close to 40 videos that I've shot since going with this setup. So I mean, you know, time marches on and things progress, and you always want to evolve with the progression. You know, you don't want to be stuck in the same old spot over and over. Because even when I watch content, I don't want to watch the same old stuff over and over, same roads, the same conversations being had. You know, guys like Shade Tree Surgeon, they can get by with just shooting their day because he is a brilliant content maker. I mean, the guy's funny. I mean, he really is. He makes good content. He's very self-deprecating. He doesn't take himself too seriously. And when you're that way as a person and as an individual, then you can get by with so much stuff. Because it really, when you're self-deprecating and you don't take yourself too seriously, then you can just get by with so much stuff. Because, and I try not to take myself super duper seriously, but I'm more of a serious person. Yeah, I guess everything that I do, when I set out and decide that I want to do something, I want to actually be and do the absolute best with it that I possibly can. Brother Clyde O'Neill, how are you, Clyde? And these people all know me, who I ride around here. I've been riding here ever since I was an 8-year-old kid, so they all know who I am. But anyway, I get sidetracked easy too. Welcome to the party. But yeah, I mean, you know, just and I put this in 2 or 3 different videos, guys. Just try to be a good person. You know, you don't have to make a remark about everything, or you don't have to try to bust somebody else's bubble to make you feel good. You know, if I like a video, I'll comment on it. Bunny Hog Kings, I can't never keep their name straight, on YouTube. They're in Ireland. I'm a new fan of theirs. Love the content that they put out. So far, all of the content that I've watched, she hasn't made a bad video. Her and her husband haven't made a bad video whatsoever. You know, and she had a incident in her maybe the last video that she put out, where she was test riding the Panamera and it went over on her. She fell over because she was used to a hill toe shifter, and she had shifted into neutral trying to go around a steep curve, and it just fell over on her. And I commented, you know, don't feel bad, we've all gone down. I'm sorry that happened to you, but you're okay, you didn't get hurt. So I always try to look for the positive to give somebody. The positive feedback sometimes means so much to somebody who's having a bad day. And I know how she felt going down. I felt the same way when I went down. It's embarrassing. It makes you feel bad because you was on a test bike when it happened. Now, I've never had it to happen to me on a test bike, but I went down on this very bike. I was having handlebar issues one day, and I pulled up to the red light at Murphy, and I went over. Didn't hurt the bike or anything. R1 lost a pair of boots out of the deal, but it happens. If you're going to ride a motorcycle, you're going to go down at some point, some way, somehow, whether it's at a low speed, and you always hope that it's in a low speed, and you hope that it's in a situation where you can kind of control the suck of how bad it sucks. But it's going to happen. But you know, you don't get on there when somebody puts their self out on the line and they post that kind of content. She didn't have to share that. If she didn't share that content, we would have never known that it happened to her. She could have very easily edited every bit of that out of her video, and we would have never known it happened. So she put herself out there for her fans, that she's creating content to try to entertain. And you know, it happened. It sucked that it happened, absolutely, and I hated that it happened to her. But you know, it's just one of those things. But guys, here we are. We're coming close to the end of this little test run with the camera there, with you guys sitting there watching me. Let me know. Drop down, guys. I really need y'all to drop down and comment. Tell me if you like this view. Do you like being on a different view with me, or should I just stay with this right here? You guys drop down and let me know what you think. But I'm gonna get on out of here, guys, and y'all try to enjoy the rest of the Sunday evening, and back to work tomorrow. So I'll tell you what, until the next time, I'm T-Bone, and this has been the Southern Ride.